Hello everyone, welcome back to the Black Naturalist channel. So I want to come back at you with the timely video, and this is something that it's on everyone's lips. It's about Dwayne Wade's son, Zion. Well, we all know that him and his wife Gabrielle received an NAACP award this weekend, and basically Gabrielle went on a chastisement of the black community, talking about how we are, the usual verbiage that we are not protecting the trans and the LGBTQ community, and basically trying to scold us and trying to say that we are homophobic when we know in the black community we are not homophobic. The issue is with us in the black community, we don't care what your sexuality is. As long as you leave children alone, we are fine with what you do. That's your life, which is something that other groups can't comprehend, because other groups, they always have to center their lives around your sexuality. Well, I want to talk about something that is sinister, and we all know that something sinister is something evil is happening, or something evil will happen. But the reason why I want to say that this is sinister is because Dwayne Wade's son Zion is now legally his daughter Zaya after the judge signs off on name and gender change. Now, the reason why I say it is sinister is because excuse me, he did not take into consideration of his ex-wife, the son's mother. He did not take into consideration of her at all. The woman who gave birth, the woman who breastfed, the woman who wiped his nose, who wiped his rear when he went to the bathroom, who did any and everything that a mother is supposed to do to protect her child. This is why I have said, when Dwayne said in an interview not too long ago that he said he noticed that his son Zion was a female when he was around the age of 3. Around that time, there was a white babysitter. There was a white man babysitting. And I'll never forget when the ex-wife, when she has said that she believed that Gabrielle Union has something to do with her son being exposed to certain situations around that tender age of 3. I'll never forget that. I will never forget reading that and listening to it on different bloggers' videos. But anyway, the reason why this is sinister or this is evil is because the wife was not involved, and this is just another way for Dwayne Wade to make more money. Now, his wife, she alleged that Wade, who is 40 years old, positioned himself to profit from the minor's child name and gender change with various companies through contracts and marketing opportunities, including but not limited to deals with Disney. She also adds, I have concerns that Wade may be pressuring our child to move forward with the name and gender change in order to capitalize on the financial opportunities that he has received from companies. This is why this is evil. He is basically pushing his son to the hands of pedophiles in Hollywood. He is pushing his son to be accepted by these pedophile rings that goes on in Hollywood in order for him to get his money up, because Dwayne was a good basketball player. I don't know what happened to that career. Look like that career just fall off and everything. Now he just leaning and resting all his hopes and trust and beings into his son. To me, the way how I'm looking at it is that he's just living vicariously through his son. I really do believe that Dwayne just needs to say, you know what, I need to come to my own truth and actually come out of the closet. I'm not going to lie. That's just my opinion. I think he really needs to come to his own truth and actually needs to come out of the closet and say, this is who I am. You see me and you're going to love me because I play for the same team. Remember that his wife said that she would peg him, so never forget that. We also know that in Hollywood, in order for a black man to make it is for him to emasculate himself. But he's emasculating his young boy, his youngest child. That's what he's doing. He's emasculating his youngest son. And in the pedophile ring, the boys is always to be looked upon because they know that they are penetrating an area that is not meant to be penetrated. They are taking something from a young boy. They're destroying his masculinity all at the same time from a young boy. This is why I have a hatred towards pedophiles, and I hate those who practice it and those who sympathize with them. This is the reason why you have the LGBTQ in a long line with pedophilia. I did a video talking about, is pedophilia the new norm to be accepted in society? We see that their color is purple. It's a cute little color, nice, joyful little color to represent the pedophiles. And there has been some FBI sightings to the symbols as to what it means and everything. I think it's like a triangle or something to that effect. I believe it is, to denote as to which one stands for pedophile or pedophilia. We are living in scary times, brothers and sisters. We are living in scary times, and then to have somebody prominent like D. Wade and his wife, whom I cannot stand, because she wears the pants in the household. He's obviously the female in the household. This is why I say he just needs to come on out of the closet and let the world know exactly who he is and what he is about, instead of forcing his son to go through all of this medication change. Because to me, he looks like he is not happy. He doesn't look like he's happy. Any other time you would hear a child be so happy about who they are, what they're doing, what they are about in life, but he is not happy with himself. So he is trying to push this young boy down our throat as a girl. And so now he went over his ex-wife's head and had a judge to sign off and say, no, that this is now a girl, Zaya, or however you want to pronounce her name, Zaya. I'm not trying to acknowledge this child as a girl because the mom still sees him as her son. So I'm going to view him as her son, Zion. That is exactly what I want to view him as, out of respect for her. She is the one that gave birth to the child, not him. All he did was just help create. He did not carry that child for 9 months and birth him. He did not do that. Dwayne Wade did not do any of that. So it is very disrespectful for him to just his ex-wife out of all of this at the bidding of his current wife, who is one evil individual. She is very, very evil. This is very evil. This is why I call this video Sinister, because it is very evil. You looking at the money that you're trying to make by putting your child in the rings of pedophiles of Hollywood. You want money that bad. You want to be famous that bad. You want the notoriety that bad that you will put your child in harm's way? Really? That's exactly what you are going to do? Just in order for you to catch a bag? That's evil. You're not even thinking about the child, where their mental state. You're not even thinking about that. What if they are left in a room, which, you know what, I wouldn't be surprised if Dwayne and Gabrielle is this type of person. They want to talk about black people not protecting the trans community and all of that, the black trans, but yet they're putting their trans son in a room filled with pedophiles. I would not be surprised if they put them in a room filled with pedophiles. Just in order for them to get a movie role, or get their son a movie role, or anything to that nature. That is why I'm not surprised. They are some evil ass people. And we have to check them at every step of the way. And we shouldn't even care if people don't like us for addressing these issues. Who cares if you don't like us? We see an agenda that is being happening, and the agenda is unfolding right in front of our eyes, is to stop black family from procreating with each other. I have talked about in my other video about black abortion and how black women has aborted over 19 million black children since 1973. How black abortion is the number one cause of black death in our community. And that is abortion. So we have Planned Parenthood that's all riddled in our community with the sole purpose of killing our children to stop the family growth. We could be well over 13% if we did not abort our children like they were like they were nothing. It's an agenda to stop the black population from growing. And our people are so dumb and so ignorant and so foolish. They don't even see that or realize that they are playing into the hands of the power structure in order to keep the black population down. I would not be surprised if we have a people that really wants to see our numbers go down even further, which is why you have so many of these unarmed black men killing, as well as these unarmed black women killings as well. Children also, they want us dead. So you have the LGBTQ. You have the LGBTQ who's pushing this no children agenda. They want to push that. They want to make our black man to be emasculated. They want all our black men to be gay. They want to push abortion amongst our women so that they can stop the growing of our community. They want to push all of this in front of us. They want to push the normalization of pedophilia so that we can have our children to be easy open praise to these predators out here. We cannot allow this, family. We just cannot allow this to take place. We can't. If we allow this to take place, what are we as a society? What's the point of us living anymore? What's the point of society even functioning anymore? We truly are in the last days, and I don't care what anybody says. You don't have to be religious to not see it. You can be a staunch atheist, but guess what? You cannot sit here and not tell me that there is something wrong, something sinister that is going on in the air that is causing all of these problems and strife that we are facing. Children's lives are at stake here. If we cannot protect the children's innocence, then what are we here for? What are we here for? What are we doing? Why are we here? If we cannot protect the innocence of the children, why are we here? And what's the point of us being here if we cannot protect innocent children? Something evil is happening in the background. Something very evil is happening in the background. And we have to get it outside of our head that, you know what? Not everybody is our friend. Not everyone has our best interests at heart. And when I say us, I'm talking about us as black people. The only way we can get out of this is that we have to be on code with each other and to see that we have a common enemy, and that is white supremacy, the system of white supremacy. That is the problem that we have, the common enemy that we have. And that system has to be destroyed one way or another. It has to be, because they're touching our children and they're using prominent figureheads like Dwayne Wade. Okay, they're using prominent figureheads like him and his wife to help push this sinister agenda upon our people. They want to break our people's barriers down when it comes to protecting our children. Because see, we as black people, we are going to do whatever we possibly can to protect our children. Why? Because we have been doing this ever since slavery. We have seen our children being snatched from us. We have seen the children being snatched from the mothers, from the fathers. We have seen the fathers being murdered, trying to protect his child, trying to protect his wife. We have seen all of this. And so we have this innate desire to want to protect our youth, our young, our precious, our innocent. And they want to break that wall down that we have. Do we have some sick black individuals in our community who are pedophiles? Yes, but guess what? We make sure that they go to jail. We do not hide them out, or at least we try our best to make sure that they go to jail. You know who you are. We try our best to make sure that they do go to jail. And 9 times out of 10, they are caught and goes to jail. Whereas in the white community, they protect their pedophiles. They protect them with everything. You want to know why? Because it is in their DNA to prey upon young children. We are dealing with some very sick people who looks at children in the way of lust, sexual lust. That is not natural. That is not natural at all. That is demonic. That is twisted. That is evil. Everything that what we are seeing is happening and is going on is evil. I don't care what anybody says. Dwayne Wade is sick. Him and his wife, they are sick and they are evil to the core. And I feel so sorry for this young boy, because something is telling me deep down that down the line, he's going to regret having his father and his mother and his stepmother make these decisions for him without the proper guidance from his biological mother. He is going to regret this. This is the reason why I say he looks very unhappy. He always got to put up a fake smile. When you do see him with his father, he always look miserable. He really indeed does. He's not enjoying his youth. He's being put on as a eunuch. I did a video talking about eunuchs as to what the goal of the eunuch is: to silence them, is to stop them from procreating, and it is to force them. Eunuchs are like the best kept secrets because they know they're not going to go up against their master. You castrate them to prevent them from lusting after or going after any other woman, and to stop them from wanting to create a family of their own. And it's a great way for you to have your way with them. A eunuch is always a male boy. It's always a boy. And they always get him at such a young age so that they can have their way with him. This is why I say amongst pedophiles, the young boys has always been sought after. Always. Do they rape little girls? Yes, they do. But the boys has always been the top one number pick. You're sodomizing a young child. You're taking away his innocence. You're taking away his manhood at a very early age. Breaking his spirit, breaking who he is and what he is about. What we are seeing is Dwayne Wade breaking his son, breaking who he is and what he is about. All why? Because he wants to be promoted as, oh, he's this great father, this caring father of this transgender child. He loves his daughter so much, and he's not going to allow anybody to come in and to stop him from raising his daughter the right way, even though he is misraising his son. I'm just going to say son. I'm not going to try to confuse myself by saying girl, because like I said, the mother, she doesn't acknowledge him as being a girl. She acknowledges him as being her son. So all they are doing, they just want money. They just want money, and they want to put their son in the hands of these Hollywood elites pedophile rings. I'm not going to be surprised if he comes out later on and he speaks upon this, the boy. And he speaks upon this when he does have the courage. But I don't think he's going to have that courage because it's been beaten out of him at an early age. Yes, and I do mean beaten out of him, because I'm pretty sure because how is it that he went from used to liking girls to all of a sudden, how is it that he used to like girls to all of a sudden now he like boys? Yes, he used to like girls. So how in the world did he go from all of a sudden used to like girls to liking boys? And over a split second, because it was beaten out of him by that sinister stepmother of his and that broke-wristed father of his. He's not even a man. He doesn't even know what being a man is about, because that is how weak he is. That is how much of a coward he is. Dwayne Wade is a coward. He may have been good dribbling that ball up and down the basketball court, but that's about it. As far as being a man and as far as being a husband, he don't even know what that is and how to be one, because he is so broken, so emasculated. They want our black man to be broken just like that so that they can have their way with him. It ain't nothing but broken all over again. It never stopped. It's just in a new form now. That's all that it is. It's just in a new way now. So I just had to come out with a video and to speak on this issue because I felt that it was very important. I'm going to go back and do further research as far as with this pedophilia nonsense, because it's starting to get louder and louder and louder. And we need to be speaking up against this, because they want to make pedophilia legal. They really want to legalize pedophilia, the legalization of harming children. That's what they want. They want to have the ability to harm children at any time, at any way, and not pay the cost by going to prison for it. The only way to stop a pedophile is a bullet. That's the only way to stop a pedophile. Jail time doesn't help them out. Sending them to jail doesn't help them out at all. But that's all I'm going to say, because I don't want my channel to be dinged or anything like that. So that's all I'm going to say. And I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and look out for the next one. Peace.